looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa.
Okay, first things first, UTA is primarily a commuter school. 85% of UTA, 85% drive to UTA from home and then go back home after school. So there's not that many people here as far as like the party life and the excitement and let's go to this rave after class. Like, you're not gonna find that here just because everybody pretty much goes home. On top of that, we don't have a football team. Yeah, we don't have a football team, but that does work out in your favor later on in the video. So stay tuned for the cost of going to UTA. Because we don't have a football team and because we are primarily a commuter school, we don't really have the best school spirit. When you go to the sporting events, it's not as full as it could be. When you watch TV and you see like college basketball games and college football games, you see all these people there. UTA isn't really like that because everybody goes home. 85%, there's not that many people on campus all the time to like make it super like fun and lit and exciting, but that doesn't mean that you can't come to UTA and make it more of a true college experience. We are growing. In fact, we have a new dorm hall. The new dorm was just put up last year, opened this academic school year, so the 2018-2019 school year was the first year it opened. A new dining hall. I have videos of me in the new dining hall. It's super nice. And a new academic building. I've actually had like a couple of my classes in that building. It's huge, super pretty. So I definitely recommend coming to take a tour of the campus to see how much we're growing. There's a ton of campus apartments around here. That's a whole video in and of itself. So even though it's not as big of a true college experience, UTA is doing everything they can to make it one of those experiences for you. For example, this year they started making all of the sporting events free for students. That's free 99. The only thing you have to pay for is your food. Sometimes if you're like the first like 100 or first 200 people, you'll get like a free shirt, or you'll get a voucher so you can get like a free hot dog or free nachos at the concession stand. So life is what you make it. If you want UTA to be the true college experience, then come help us make it the true college experience. Because I personally, I like to go to the games. So if you come to UTA, go to the sporting events, go to the fun events on campus, make it like socialize, make friends, make it that experience for yourself. There's a few places nearby. There's Six Flags, you have Hurricane Harbor, you have the mall. It's not completely like dead here. It's pretty reasonable. You have your normal shopping areas that you can go to. Dallas is only like 20-30 minutes away. Fort Worth is only like 20-30 minutes away. Arlington is like that perfect in-between spot. So where if you want to go do something, you're not gonna like have to drive hours. Another thing that I get, since I am black, I do get questions about the population, like the black sororities, fraternities. So I'm gonna break it down for you, the diversity at UTA. Also, if you want to check any of the information that I'm giving you, I will have all the links in the description. So UTA is 32.6% Hispanic, 15.2% African American, and 12.5% Asian. We also have the National Pan-Hellenic Council. If you don't know what that is, that's basically the Black Greek organizations. We have about 8 out of the 9. The UTA website doesn't list all of the ones that we have because I do believe we have the Deltas on campus. We also have regular black organizations. We also have a lot of Asian American associations. We have the Filipino Student Association. They have like the Asian Student Association, the ASA. There's a lot of stuff for you. Definitely recommend that you join a club because since so many of us are commuters, we go to class, we go home. If you just go to class, go home, you're not gonna make that many friends unless you're like super talkative in class. So join a club so that you have something to do. That way you're not feeling like you're just going through the motions every day. Give yourself something to look forward to other than going to class. Parties. Here's a little secret. If you want to find out about parties, you should definitely join some sort of group me. A lot of the fraternities and sororities, especially the black fraternities and sororities, they'll make flyers and they'll post it on Twitter, they'll post it in the group me. So that's the area where you really find out about parties. The parties don't really happen on campus, like they'll rent out a club or something and have it there. But as far as UTA being a party campus, not at all, because like I said, 85%. So there's not really a large population on campus for you to be like turning up in the cafeteria with. Turn up. Like it's not just gonna be randomly lit, but there's definitely organizations that do throw events. So join a group. First 2 weeks back is where you'll really see all of the student organizations, all the events that you can join. They'll be like lined up outside with a bunch of tents and it's super cool, giving out free stuff, and join a group. Okay, next I want to talk to you about the cost of tuition. Tuition, if you don't know, is the cost of your classes. Tuition does not include books, dorm, meal plan. It's simply the cost of your classes. I'm going to tell you the cost of UTA and I'm going to compare it to the other schools in the DFW area. You ready? Let's go. So UTA costs $11,040 for the fall and spring semester if you're in state, $25,134 if you're coming to Texas from out of state. UT Dallas down the street costs $13,910 if you're in state and $18,438 if you're out of state. UNT, the mean green out in Denton in the middle of nowhere, they cost $25,680 per year if you qualify as in-state, and $38,340 per year if you are coming in from out of state. TCU, the horned frogs. Fun fact, the horned frog is not a frog, it's a lizard with a really short tail. Google it, I promise you, you'll be like, why are they even called the frogs then if it's a lizard? TCU costs $49,160 per year in state and out of state. Okay, the next question that I get a lot is UTA hard? That's a hard question to answer because it really depends on a few things. It depends on your major, it depends on your professor, it depends on your workload, and it depends on your work ethic. If you have a major that's not really like science and math intensive, you might have an easier time. Getting a good professor is the key to being successful, amongst other things, but the key to being successful in college, period. It doesn't matter where you are. RateMyProfessor.com will be your best friend. Workload, if you're a full-time student and you work part-time, it might be a little bit harder for you to dedicate enough time to class to get good grades. It depends on your workload. What do you have going on around you in life? That kind of factors into how hard school is for you. And it might not even be like the content or like the school work itself that's hard. It might just be dedicating the time to finish it that's hard. And then lastly, your work ethic. Like, how hard do you want to work? Take care of yourself first and foremost. Like, if you feel like you are not mentally there, definitely don't be afraid to take a break. Like, drop a class, take a lower workload, take care of you first, take care of you mentally, emotionally, physically before you try to like jump into a full-time college experience. Be self-aware, know what you can and can't handle, and that will really define whether school ends up being hard or not. Do you have your priorities together? Whew. Okay, I think I covered a lot of stuff. I covered a lot of bases. All the other things about UTA, you can definitely DM me. I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of comments asking me questions about UTA. But at the end of the day, what matters is what you think and how you feel. If you don't get a good vibe from UTA, if you don't really have a good feeling about UTA, do not rush into it. Take your time. If you gotta find a college soon, then maybe do like community college and then find a university to go to. But like, yeah, come visit UTA. The best way to figure out how you feel about UTA is to come visit UTA. I would recommend touring UTA during the actual school year. When it's summertime, it's kind of dead and you can't really see how it really is. One thing I will say that I did notice this year is that it's a lot more crowded. UTA it's growing. All right, so that's the truth about UT Arlington. I gave you some facts. All right, if you want to know about my personal experience at UTA, give this video a thumbs up, and I will be sure to upload one of those. I start summer school June 3rd, so I will be having some summer college vlogs up for you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe, share this video, give it a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video.